Welcome to the Subway 200 at Battle Creek Speedway. Just 2 more races remain in the Athletic Cup Series Season 5 chase. It's going to be a good one here today, as the drivers will go 10 laps around the Phoenix-like looking racetrack. With Jimmie Johnson starting on the pole, we'll check out your top storylines of the day. Your new points leader, Kyle Busch, after last week's amazing finish at Sonoma for him, bumps him into first place. And Tony Stewart falls 1 point behind Little Shrub, and Dale Jr. is also tied for second, 1 point behind Kyle Busch. Just 3 points out of the lead is Martin Truex Jr. and Clint Bowyer. And now we go down for the command. Drivers, start your engines. Jimmy and Denny will lead the field down to the green, but now we'll check out your starting lineup. In row 1, we got Jimmie Johnson and Denny Hamlin. Row 2, Eric Almirola and Max Kansas. Row 3, Kevin Happy Harvick and Big Bad Brad Keselowski. Row 4, Tony Smoke Stewart and Kyle Busch. Row 5, Carl Edwards and Dale Jr., the fan favorite. Row 6, Martin Truex Jr. and Mark Martin in one of his last races of his career. Row 7, Casey Kane and Clint Bowyer. Row 8, Dub Biff and Jamie McMurray. Row 9, we got last year's Matt Kenseth, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Austin Dillon. Row 10, Kurt Busch and Bryce Harvey. Row 11, Ryan Newman and Juan Pablo Montoya. Row 12, Jeff Gordon and Paul Menard. In row 13, we got Danica Patrick and J.J. Yaley. Row 14, Jeff Burton and David Reagan. Row 15, David Gillen and Marcos Ambrose. Row 16, we got Carter Adelman and Gino Harvey. Then winding up the field in row 17 is Joey Logano. Now time for the green flag here at the Subway 200. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Drivers, Johnson and Hamlin lead them down to the turn 1 and 2. Johnson in the lead, 4 wide for 4th place. Oh, we got a spin. It's Bryce Harvey collecting Jeff Gordon, and Marcus Ambrose and Danica Patrick. J.J. Yaley spun to avoid the wreck, and Danica and Marcus Ambrose get tangled up into the crash. And there's Jeff Gordon. I said Gino Harvey. I wish I was that guy. And then Bryce Harvey gets taken out in the wreck as well, as he looks like he gets spun out by Montoya here. It looks like Montoya just got him loose or something. He just went around. Danica and Marcos had hard hits. Now green flag is back out on lap 2. Green flag is out. Johnson and Hamlin close at the line, but looks like Johnson got a better restart. Denny Hamlin going to try and fight back, but Tony Stewart gunning for the lead. But now he's going to fight for Denny for second as Johnson pulls away. Looks like Stewart's going to clear Denny. Now he's going to set sail for Jimmie Johnson in first place. Johnson leads another lap. Crossover move by Tony Stewart. Is he going to make it work? He dives down into the dog leg, and it looks like he's going to get it able to stick. No, Johnson hanging tough. Here comes Hamlin. He's going to come up into the mix, fighting for that spot. Johnson gets loose, and then now Stewart in the lead. Oh, and Biffle goes around. Oh, my goodness. Hard hit for Greg Biffle. Casey Kane involved as well. Bowyer looks like he got some of that. Wow, Biffle gets turned around. Jamie and Bowyer working hard in the pits to get their cars fixed. Could be a huge hit in points for Clint. Kurt is officially eliminated in the chase now with that wreck. WF had a nice run going for him, but gets taken out. And Casey also gets taken out in the wreck. Instant replay of what happened. Check out this. Truex looks like he turns Biffle a little bit. Oh! Yeah, definitely. Truex turns Greg Biffle around, and Bowyer looks like he hit McMurray. Boyer's got some damage to the nose, and he gets fixed up, and he's going to be trying to get as much points as he can. Green flag is coming out with 4 laps to go. Tony Stewart and Denny Hamlin. Harvick gets a great restart. Going to dive to the inside as Kevin Harvick. Harvick going for the lead on Tony Stewart. Going to fall in behind Hamlin. Battle for the lead on lap 8 of 10. Harvick clears him easily out of turn 2. Denny Hamlin going to pass Tony Stewart now for the lead. Hamlin's going to set his sights on Kevin Harvick with just 2 laps to go. Harvick flying around the dog leg. Hamlin not too far behind. He's got 1 lap to do. It takes a low drive through 3 and 4. 1 lap to go. Can Hamlin catch him? Harvick battling Hamlin. Hamlin's going to dive low, and he gets loose. Doesn't get a stick, and he's going to fall all the way back to 3rd with Kevin Harvick going to victory lane and the Subway 200. Congratulations to Kevin Harvick. What a finish that was for him, as Hamlin comes after him but gets loose, and Kevin Harvick takes his 2nd victory of the year, his most in one season. not counting the All-Star race in Season 3. Top 5 rundown. Harvick gets hot at the end of the season, taking 2 races in the chase. And second was Tony Stewart. Raced a smart race, and now comes out your points leader. Third is Denny Hamlin. Almost gets his first win of Season 5, but gets loose. And then Dale Jr. only 3 points out of first place. It's going to be exciting. Kenseth is still in the hunt, but he needs a lot of help. Drivers that had a shot at winning the championship. It's going to be close at Detroit. And it's going to be exciting. Tony Stewart is the points leader. Dale Jr., Kyle Busch, Truex Jr., Kenseth, and Bowyer. That is your top 6 that are eligible to win the championship. Bowyer is going to need everybody to wreck and him to win the race. That's what's going to happen for Bowyer. First is Kevin Harvick. Second, Tony Stewart. He's first in points. Third is Denny Hamlin. Great run by him today. Fourth is Dale Earnhardt Jr., just 3 points behind points leader Tony Stewart. Fifth is Carl Edwards. Nice top 5 for Carl today. Jimmy Johnson battles back from getting loose in turn 1 and 2. Finishes 6th. Kyle Busch, third in points, just 6 points behind. Didn't do what he needed to do today. He's going to have to make up for it at Detroit. But if anybody can do it, I bet it's him. 9th is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 10th, Brad Keselowski. 11th today was Paul Menard. Not a bad run by Paul. And then 12th is Martin Truex Jr. And he's 4th in points, 14 points behind. 13th today was Gino Harvey. Not Jeff Gordon, because Jeff Gordon wrecked, not me. 14th, Mark Martin. Not a bad top 15 finish for 14th and 15th, both for Mark and Montoya, who are both leaving after Detroit. 16th is David Gilliland. 17th, Joey Logano. Battle back from starting last. 18th is Carter Adelman. Started deep in the field as well. Moved his way through the pack. 19th, Austin Dillon was inside the top 15 at one point in this race. Just fell behind. 20th today was Clinton Bowyer. I think he's 20-some points behind. 21st, David Reagan. 22nd is Jeff Burton. Just not Burton's season. He did get a win, though. 23rd, now I'm talking about not a season. This is Ryan Newman. He's had a terrible year so far. Or terrible chase. Not a bad regular season, but terrible chase. 25th, Casey Kane. 26th was Greg Biffle, hard hit into the inside wall after getting turned by Truex. Back-to-back wrecks will put Kurt Busch from first in points all the way back to 7th. 28th is Bryce Harvey, 10th in the standings. 29th, Jeff Gordon, 9th in the standings. 30th was Marcos Ambrose. 31st today was Danica Patrick. And 32nd is J.J. Ailey, finishing last today. This is JT24, James26. I hope everyone enjoyed the race. We'll see you at Detroit for the championship.